Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Roads and Destination. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. Today, somebody needs this word today. Somebody is on the edge of quitting. Somebody is tired, discouraged, embarrassed, and overwhelmed. I've been there. Hear me today. When it gets hard, don't quit on God, because winners never quit and quitters never win. Let that settle in your spirit. We need to recognize our hard moments. Life hits all of us very hard sometimes. We all have very hard moments, and they come unexpectedly, unfairly, and sometimes they happen repeatedly. But difficulty doesn't mean God has abandoned us. Paraphrase here, but James chapter 1 and verse 2 through 4. Tests produce perseverance. Romans chapter 5 verses 3 and 4. Suffering produces character and hope. Your struggle is not punishment. It is preparation. What feels like it's breaking you is often God shaping you. What feels like pressure is God producing purpose in you. Don't quit on God. When storms rise, the enemy will whisper, back up, stop praying, stop believing, go back to your old ways. But that is exactly the moment that we need to get a hold of God a little tighter. Hebrews 10 and 23, hold fast without wavering. And in Psalms 34 and 19, God delivers his people through affliction. When you feel like quitting, you're usually standing on the edge of a breakthrough. God does his best work in the silence. Heaven moves even when you feel nothing. Don't turn away. Lean in to God. There are times we feel small. We're embarrassed. People have laughed at us, talked down to us, or tried to shame us publicly. Maybe they've tried to make us feel small. With my experience, this is what I have learned. If you've never felt like the smallest person in the room, then you've never been the biggest person in the room. If you've never felt like the smallest person in the room, you'll never understand what it feels like when God raises you up in front of that same room. Some battles are won by speaking, and some by staying silent. We see a great example of this while Jesus is standing before Pilate. So Jesus standing before Pilate, he didn't defend himself. He trusted the plan. His silence wasn't weakness. It was power. Keeping our mouth shut is sometimes the loudest demonstration of our faith. It shows our faith louder, more bright than anything. What we choose to say and not to say really reveals the condition of the heart. It's in the heart will proceed out of the mouth. So let God fight what our words can't fix. And we need aggressive perseverance. We need to press forward when everything seems slow or stuck. This is where our character is made. But before we go further, let me tell you what perseverance really is. Because it's more than pushing through a hard moment. Perseverance is the decision to keep moving when everything around us is telling us to stop. And we decide, no, we're going to keep moving. Perseverance is not strength. It's not perfection. And it is not having all the answers. Perseverance is faith with endurance. It's showing up again when you don't feel like it. It's trusting God step by step when we can't see the finish line. Perseverance is the quiet courage to believe that God is doing something even when nothing seems to be changing. Perseverance is the heartbeat of every miracle, and perseverance is the backbone of every testimony. Galatians 6 and 9. Don't grow weary. You will reap if you don't quit. Don't faint. If you don't quit, you will reap. A diamond is only a piece of coal that refused to quit under pressure. Keep pushing, keep trusting, keep moving, even if it's slow. Forward is forward. And we can learn a lot from our struggle. Our hardest moments are the classroom where God teaches us life-changing lessons. Job is a great example. Job was broken, hurting, misunderstood, criticized by his friends. Life crushed him. Grief consumed him. But he did not quit. Job wrestled with questions, but he never walked away from God. And in the end, God restored him beyond what he lost. Your struggle is shaping you. Your pain is producing depth. Your trial is strengthening your faith. Your hardest moments are mirrors. They show you who you are and who God is shaping you to become. So what are some steps we can take in our hardest moments to keep us moving forward? Well, pray and fast for direction. This is how you steady your soul. This is how you hear God's voice in the noise and chaos. Fasting clears the distractions. Prayer restores your clarity. And we need to stay connected to God. We need to consistently read, worship with a purpose, listen. Even when it's dry and it's hard, stay connected, because that connection becomes your anchor in the storm. Stay determined, stay dedicated. Determination is not an emotion, it's a decision. Dedication is consistency when the excitement fades. Breakthrough belongs to those who refuse to bow to discouragement. Breakthrough's just around the corner. Hold on. Don't quit on God just because it's hard. Thank you for joining me today on Roads and Destination. Listen closely as I leave you with this today. Hard moments are temporary. The strength God builds in you is permanent. When life feels too heavy, don't quit on God. When you feel invisible, trust that God is still watching. When you feel forgotten, remember His promise. My dad always told me, winners never quit and quitters never win. And with God, you were never meant to lose. Stay faithful. Your journey is not over. It's unfolding. Your next chapter might be the one that changes everything. God bless you.